while Jamaica is making progress, we also know that we have much work to do on social development. And there are so many other social issues that your time could have been devoted to, but you agreed to serve this council and the people of Jamaica. In recent times, the spike in gender-based violence has been a concern for all our citizens. And this means that our work on the GAC has to be proactive, targeted, and strategic to tackle this monster. The JAC was established within the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport as a multi-sectoral body to guide the implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the National Policy for Gender Equality and the National Strategic Plan to eliminate gender-based violence. And the overarching goal of NSAP GBV is to eliminate gender-based violence in Jamaica at every level. State systems and laws, organizations and institutions, including schools, workplaces, and support services, local and cultural communities, homes, as well as at the level of individual relationships and behaviors. So as a government, we are currently engaging in the following: the continued implementation of NSAP, the finalization of the Sexual Harassment Prevention Act, an ongoing public education campaign to provide sensitization and awareness raising on a range of gender-specific topics, review of the national policy for gender equality, national procurement of 2 additional properties to be used as shelters for victims and survivors of GBV regional shelters to add to the national shelter, which is in the process of being retrofitted. Other activities include, but not limited to, the review of key pieces of legislation to increase protection available to vulnerable groups in society and widen the social safety net to include several vulnerable communities. Tomorrow, my ministry will host, we are co-hosting, right? We're co-hosting the ceremonial signing of an MOU with UWI Open Campus on sexual harassment, prevention, research, and training. On March 9, we will launch a Spotlight Initiative, Country Program on Family Violence, in partnership with our international development partners, and a presentation was made earlier on that. We will be launching 2 new initiatives under the Special Service Desk for Men in the Bureau of Gender Affairs. We also have a program, Young Fathers Initiative, in partnership with the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation to provide mentorship and coaching for young fathers of the girls who are enrolled in the program for adolescent mothers. And of course, you know, there are some girls who have been abused. And the necessary structures are in place to also address where abuse, incest, and so on has taken place. So our program for adolescent mothers, the acronym is PAM. And so that program we are rolling out. We're also rolling out a program called Mentor Me 2020. And it's in partnership with the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. And under this program, the Bureau of Gender Affairs will roll out the program over a 3-year period. And the key areas will include leadership development, resilience building, training and development to promote behavior change, which we consider very critical in this respect. And of course, our International Women's Day flagship event will be a purple carpet affair on Sunday, March 8th, under the local theme, She's Royal and Powerful. Affirm her to mark the annual observance of International Women's Day. So She's royal and powerful. Affirm her. And continuing on into March, we will have arriving on March 16 a large contingent from the Miss World organization, headed by Tony and Singh. And the Miss World contest is now focused on beauty with a purpose. So Miss Beauty with a Purpose. So Miss New Zealand, was a former Miss World, her project, because each contestant have to have a project. Her project was an education project, which is now adopted by New Zealand Ministry of Education. And they're coming to Jamaica to introduce that program in the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation, which is Tony and Singh's project, right? All right, so I may have missed out some of the other activities, but that information will be provided. So I've taken note, ladies and gentlemen, of your commitment to this council. I've seen the work of members of this council in building a prosperous Jamaica. Therefore, I know that while gender inequality is a complex matter, we have the expertise here to make a change in all areas that impact on gender. And this is why when everyone thought it was impossible to fund a state-operated national shelter, I got it done. And not only are we going to be funding a state-operated national shelter, but we'll be funding 3. So, to meet the needs of many Jamaican women who are trapped in violent relationships and are looking to us for action, we must continue to strive to make good on our commitments to national solutions that are grounded in building the resilience of those most at risk to create a truly just and equal society. We also have to make sure we don't leave our men behind. It is important because they are the greatest perpetrators of violence against women. So we have to bring them on board and get men to help us to change that. We can't do it without them. And even when we beat up on them, we know they have their own issues. This is why I said to the Bureau, you cannot have a telephone number that's an emergency number that you ask people to call and a woman answers all the calls. You must have one for men as well. Because if a man is under stress and if he picks up that phone and he hears a woman answer, that might just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Right? And some of them do have problems. And I know that the focus is empowering our women, and I know that gender advocates tend to feel that if you speak about the men, you're almost compromising what you have to do for the woman. But I also know that our work is also about gender mainstreaming, gender equality, and women's empowerment. But at the same time, we cannot ignore the fact that there are issues that impact on men, even health issues. And because they feel so macho, they don't want to address those issues. And then in the end, they have serious problems. So we can't leave them behind. So let us not measure our successes based on a win-all or nothing type of assessment. Instead, let us look at how lives are being empowered by our recommended institutional changes to ensure greater equality between women and men. So once again, you may not see me all the time, but I am present, believe you me. I am present, and I remain very supportive and committed to the cause in the same way you are. Again, today's meeting offers an important entry point for us to deliver the expectations of many women, many girls, many boys, and men across our country. They are depending on us, ladies and gentlemen, to create a country that is marked by freedom from gender-based violence and inequalities. I know you can do it, and I look forward to us achieving A lot at this time, more than ever, has been achieved in the past. Thank you.